never took this way before. This is my first time ever taking this path. Just gonna change things up, mostly because my destination is on the other side compared to where I usually go. But yeah, I'm gonna be driving on a highway, I think. I mean, on a main road, which I haven't really done in I've done it every day. What am I talking? But this road's different than the other one. But yeah, really just another day. Really, right now, just woke up I actually woke up about 2 hours ago. So I actually got out of bed pretty quickly today. You know, I actually was only on social media for about 8 minutes, I'd say. I didn't really look at anything too much. I was listening to some music, but I was playing on my Xbox while listening to music, so it wasn't like I was just driving around, shooting at people in my game. So yeah, I downloaded a game back and I started playing it a bit. So hopefully, my college thing is gonna end at May time. So that's right around the release of GTA 6. So I don't know though. Is it going to be focused fully on online? That's the thing, because I only play online. I don't play the story mode. So I don't really know how it's going to be exactly. But if everyone's online and everything like that, because the only thing about GTA 5 that's bad for me right now, not good. I used to play it a lot during the COVID time. I played it a lot as well during the end of 2019. To all the way to 2020, mid 2020, late 2020, I stopped playing it. But that's because after that period, I felt like a lot of people stopped playing it. It was really actually no. In late 2020, it was also popping off, but I felt like afterwards it sort of died a bit. You know what I'm saying? I started playing a lot of No, this is what ended up happening. I had my parents took away my console, my Xbox, and let me think what time it was. I think exactly what time it was. I think it was October time. They took it away in October, and they didn't give it back to me till February, so I didn't actually have anything to play. I was really into playing back then. I used to play a ton on my Xbox. I still played then during that time period, but after I lost the weight, really, I think I actually lost interest in playing. I felt a lot more. Yeah, for me, I felt a lot more I can handle it. Before I had limits and everything. My parents used to set limits and stuff like that back then. But why is car driving so slow on the highway? Big turn, so yeah. But yeah, after that time period, I didn't really have any more limits. But it's not like I was able to control it and everything. Back then I used to play a lot, and it was because I enjoyed playing. The thing was, it wasn't about playing back then. It was about, I used to play with my with other people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It was about connecting with other people. Nowadays, I haven't actually talked to anybody online or anything like that in about let me think exactly when was the last time. Maybe around 20. Mid 2020, maybe in July 2020. That was the last time I ever talked to people online. That's why I stopped playing, really, because I stopped talking to people. The whole part of gaming isn't just about playing the actual game. It's about getting in the headset and talking to other people and just really playing. That's the main thing about it. So I stopped really talking to other people online at late 2020, mid 2020. And then after that, I just, stopped really having an interest in playing. I played a bit in 2020. 2021 was when I started losing the weight, and so I am trying to think exactly why. I started playing more a bit. I think I started watching a lot more TV. I think a lot more YouTube. That's how I really started getting more into YouTube. I know guys were really getting to Twitch and stuff back in 2020. So, for me, I was into YouTube stuff, really, because I couldn't play or anything. So I used to watch YouTube stuff, just YouTube gaming. I didn't watch any YouTube content, actual in-person content, anything like that. It wasn't really popular back then. the prank stuff and everything like that really started popping off, and I want to say 2023, that like late 2023. That's when I started really popping off again. That's why I started watching people again. Like nobody was doing pranks after 2016 till 2023. So yeah, now it stopped again. Now not a lot of people do it anymore, but that's when it really started popping, because it was funny in the beginning. Now I think not as funny as more people. It kind of got old to me. I think I got older, stuff like that. So it doesn't really interest me too much. But after I really started losing the weight, it was almost like what do you call it? I stopped enjoying playing, because it was like fake dopamine. You know, like you would get dopamine when you were losing the weight, and I felt so good every single time I do it. So every time I would be playing, like every time I'd be playing, it wouldn't be as fun anymore. And also, I didn't really talk in the headset. You know, I stopped talking in the headset really, and just improved my life overall. And then the late 2021, I think it was. Yeah, that's when I started wrestling. So I'm like, like I have more of a confidence. Like more like when I was on the when I was playing, I was like, yo, I'm a varsity athlete. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a high school athlete. I've never been a high school athlete in my life. So I'm actually that. You know what I'm saying? Like all the time, like you would look up to all the high school athletes and stuff like that. Like I'm actually a high school athlete now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, look in the lens, like, how I used to look at high school athletes. Maybe some people look at me as that lens, like, say, oh, look, he's a college wrestler. Like, he's wrestling in college. In the beginning, maybe my school people didn't hype me up too much. I actually didn't get a lot of, like, crazy hype or anything like that back when I when I announced what school I was wrestling for, because, not a lot of people knew the history of that place, and also, I wrote about some stuff that that I wasn't having the best year and stuff like that, and I didn't want to ever do the sport. But I didn't write that part, but I said that I was in a dark space, and I didn't want to waste this opportunity that's given to me. Really, that's really what I wrote about. I want to be honest and authentic, saying that that year I missed my senior night, I didn't have a good year, and a lot of people were kind of writing me off, and like sorta, but at the same time, I was like that hidden guy and stuff like in my county. Like everyone that watched me in that tournament. Like we had a tournament in late December, and people that were watching me at that tournament, that's when I really started getting my hype back up again. Like people were like, this kid might be like he's actually on the come up. No one knows, a senior, I think. So they're like he might be like a hidden thing like in the county. Like, no one really talked about me or anything like that, but yeah, I started just all of a sudden just putting up upsets. Like I won, I think 4 matches in a row that day. I think I lost the first match against the number one kid in the county. We had a close match. Like I had a good match against him, but I lost against him. I fell off towards the end. I think I gassed out a little bit towards the end, and I gave up some stupid points. I gave up a lot of stupid points in that match. The reason why was I didn't have confidence. And that's the issue with wrestling, is when you don't wrestle with confidence, it's gonna pay, it's gonna harm you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you wrestle with when you're confident, you can you're way better. You know what I'm saying? And that was the issue with me. I felt like a lot of matches I was giving up stuff. Like I was one time I was wrestling this tough kid and crazy strong guy, and I let him up because I was not confident enough. I told myself, I can't hold him down. I can't do it because I had no confidence, because the surroundings. But at the end of the day, it's inner me. I can't blame my people around me for the lack of confidence. You know what I'm saying? Sure, they could have done better. I felt like in college they helped you a lot more with the confidence and stuff like that. Sorta, it depends really what college you go to and what time period. In the beginning, I wasn't feeling confident, but towards later part, I was feeling more confident. I was feeling a lot better. But in the beginning, I wasn't feeling confident. I was actually feeling like I was up against the wall. But at the same time, I was actually. I worked so hard to even get into this room. I've been dreaming of being in this room. So I'm like, I want to go out there with everything I got. You know what I'm saying? I was so confident. Every single time I wrestled the guy, I'm like, he has not worked, this guy right on the other side of me, he has not worked even close to how hard I've worked to get here. But yeah, that was the thing. In the beginning, I didn't get any sort of like a lot of attention. I felt like I did, like in terms like in person, like I was treated a lot more bigger to everybody. But actually, like online, like on social media, I didn't get actually a ton of likes. You know, a lot of people get like like tons of likes. But on my graduation post, I actually got like 100 more likes on that post than my actual like commitment post. So, you know, maybe I probably shouldn't have put that part in, like the thing. But the thing was, it wasn't about a short term thing. It was about a long term. Like I wanted it to be long term, where everyone knew that like I went through this, because I knew I was gonna succeed. Like I wasn't like if, I knew I was gonna succeed. You know what I'm saying? Like I had it in my mind. I'm like, there's no other choice. I'm succeeding or I'm succeeding. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else. I'm gonna write this down, because the thing was, it was like, everyone that watched me and stuff like that knew that I was something special. It's just that I wrestled with no confidence in high school. Like in my senior year, I wrestled with like I was not confident at all throughout the match and stuff like that. Like, but yeah, now I do wrestle with confidence, and maybe this year I might wrestle with a little less confident in the beginning, because I've missed a ton of time. I'm missing this week as well because of my knees. Hopefully they'll get better. They will get better. They feel almost better now, but I want to fully make sure they're better. I don't know what area this is actually. I've never been to this one. I thought I was going to a different place. Maybe I just directed myself to a weird area, but whatever. Is there actually one here? That's the only question. Yeah, there is. Oh, I've never been to this one actually before. So no, I have actually. Wait, yeah, I've been to this one before. This is actually a really good one. I've been to this one time in my life. I went here after my wrestling practice one time. I got the this sort of mango like ice cream thing, sort of. Pretty good, to be honest. I'm driving far out because I want to record some videos in here, and I don't want anyone seeing me, so. Like, I want a private area. The only thing is, I think these windows are like see-through, so like people can see through my windows, seeing that like, I'm recording and stuff like that. So that's whatever, really. I haven't had this one in a long time, you know. So excited right now. Have high expectations for this. I'll let you know how it goes right now. Come on. It's very disappointing. I'm very disappointed about this today. I had high hopes for this. This doesn't taste good at all. I'll take one more bite to see if it's good or not. Maybe I'll just throw this out. Not throw this out. I don't know. Maybe I should just cut weight. You know, the good thing about good things are the bad things are what makes the good things good. Because without the bad things, the good things wouldn't mean anything. So this bad thing is making all the other good ice creams, making all the other ice creams good. There's over 8 billion people in this world. So if you really think about it, right now I'm getting reached to about 50,000 people. Let's say for the last month, my content's been reached probably 50,000 is a lot to say. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, maybe 50,000. Let's use 50,000 for example, because it's been around that range. A little more probably, a little less. But think about it right now. I'm at 50,000 people right now who actively watch me a month. My mirror's all messed up right now. Oh my God. Yeah, so so yeah, I got 50,000 people watching my content, like my short form. So like, let's say for example, most of them probably get like on all platforms, so it's not really a lot. Let's say on TikTok, some of them get 1,000, only the daily videos, so maybe like 90,000, let's say, highest amount 90,000 on all 3 platforms. But Right now, that's 90,000 people out of 8 billion people on this world. Sure, there's probably at least maybe 3 billion, 4 billion on social media daily, or like on social media usually, like actively use social media. Not everyone uses social media. Some people, third world countries, stuff like that, don't have access really maybe to it. But at the end of the day, right now, my content's not really been hitting the best with the audience. Like, it hasn't popped off like to a crazy amount right now. And most people would give up there. They'd be like, oh, look, my content's not doing well. But that's just a small percentage of the world. Think about it. 1 million people, for example, like 8 billion people, like 1 billion people, for example, that's like hundreds of millions of people. That's like, and I haven't even reached like anywhere close to 1 million people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have such like a big, oh my God, I took the wrong one. I have to go back. The people will look at me probably like, what is this guy doing? But yeah, think about it. It's such a small circle right now that's actually seeing my content right now. So I'm not, that's like a lot of people right now would get discouraged by the fact that, oh, look, I'm going to pull my sleeves up because it's so hot in here. But a lot of people would get like really discouraged by the fact that, you know, they wouldn't get like a lot of views and stuff like that. And I'm not talking from a place right now where I have views. I have no views right now. On my YouTube videos, I get 0 views. I get 1 view, sometimes maybe 2, then that's crazy. But sometimes I'm like, are they even real views? Like, what? Who is viewing these? Right? I don't know really who's viewing them right now. But right now, like, it's not, because the thing is, it's probably not the best videos in the world. That's reason. I mean, of course, it's the reach, but at the same time, like, my first 100 videos that I do of these aren't going to be the best in the world. Like, I'm going to do a lot better later than I do right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, I have some of the early knowledge that I'm giving you right now. Like, I'm giving you some of the stuff that's on the top of my head. Later on, I'm probably going to be, like, more, like, you know, just talk about one thing. So if I talk about, like, for example, like, recovery, I'm going to maybe do the whole time on recovery compared to, like, talking about, like, jumping, like, 10 different things. I don't know, really. I might still do the jumping thing to 10 different things because I just talk whatever's on my mind, really. But, like, I've been thinking, like, a lot of people probably think, why is this kid going so hard still? He's not getting any views. And the reason why is there's such a huge audience. I was watching yesterday, or 2 days ago, some guy going to Walmart. It was so funny. The video was a bunch of pranksters going into Walmart, and they were, like, screaming. It's like into stores and started screaming. Usually, pranks and stuff aren't funny, but, like, the way they were doing it was so funny. And there were, like, 20, 30 of them would just run to the store and all do it. And they were all known pranksters. They were not, like, random guys and stuff like that. So it's funny, and I'm like, this right here, a lot of people might hate this, but this is a huge audience right now. And I'm thinking to myself, like, if this could get a huge audience, what's stopping me? What's stopping anything, really? Anyone can get a huge audience. There's always going to be fans for everybody. Everybody's going to, like, have a fan for something. Like, think about it, for example. Even those, let me think, for example. I want to use the wording right. Let's say, for example, those Roblox YouTubers that you do not like, you find cringe and everything. There's a huge audience for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the weirdest people in the world, they got huge audiences because, you know, like, there's an audience for everybody. You know, everyone can get an audience. So for me, right now, I got 0 people. But maybe in the future, I get people that relate to me, people that, like, are going through the same thing as me right now. Maybe some 19-year-old who wants to start his fat loss journey, some 19-year-old that wants to start his muscle building journey, he wants to start going to the gym, maybe some high school athlete who, you know, didn't have the best high school experience because of politics and stuff like that. He wants to try to fight for a college spot, but he can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he, like, trying to look for motivation. That's the audience. There's, like, a ton of audience for me. Maybe some people just want to sit down and relax after a long day of work, and they want to hear some, like, you know, some, like, perspective from a college wrestler, especially one who went through a fat loss transformation as well, who has all the stories. For me, the thing about me is throughout my entire high school, I was never scrolling. Like, I didn't even know what scrolling was, so I got very lucky there. I have some experience in high school. Sure, I don't have the experiences of me going out and stuff like that. I didn't go out in high school at all. I actually never went out with any of my friends, I think. I don't think I ever did. No, I did that one time I talked about in the Halloween thing, but that was it. I never actually went. So maybe some people might not see me as fully relatable because I had that one time, but, you know, even then, I didn't feel like they were my friends either as well. I felt like maybe they might have been fake friends, really. Like, people that just, you know, were maybe making fun of me or something like that. You know, I don't really know. They seemed like good friends, and they still are. Like, they still respecting a bit and stuff like that. Maybe they were. Maybe it was in my head that I felt like they were making fun of me, which they were not. Really, no, none of them were. They just talked like that. That's how friends talk. You know what I'm saying? And back then, I didn't understand that. But I learned a lot more how real friends actually talk and stuff like that. And overall, that's like, for me, I see that there's a future audience right now in the fat loss thing as well. Like in this new the videos I was recording, because I was recording a ton of videos and stuff like that. Now here's why I was thinking about that, because I checked my TikTok yesterday and I did that more. I showed more of my emotions when I was eating the Butterfinger, because I had that instant reaction. I'm like, yo, this is so good, this Butterfinger ice cream. I posted that yesterday on my thing, and I ended up losing I think two followers, I think, from that post. And I was not upset, but I was like, this is not my audience, you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't the audience that I was looking for. So I'm happy that I lost it. And like, think about it, like, I'm trying to think exactly where I was gonna head with this. Like, I was thinking to myself, like, right now, like, this thing is so annoying, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to turn this thing off, so it was this thing that automatically was put on this thing car, so I gotta figure out a way to turn it off. It's not, so, but really the thing is that, like, at the end of the day, not everyone's gonna like you. You know what I'm saying? Some people are gonna think you're weird, think you're corny and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? People might have saw that video and like, oh, look at this guy. He's a college athlete. He's wrestling D1 teams and he's acting this corny and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that unfollow button. I don't want to be around this guy anymore. And it's like, thing is, like, sure, they don't like that, but there are hundreds of people, like 100,000 people that are gonna love the fact that, oh, he's showing his emotions. He's a college athlete. He doesn't care about being professional or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never cared about looking good or anything like that, like looking like professional or anything like that. Sure, my fat loss videos ones, I'm trying to be more professional, because I have that personality, that thing as well, the professional sort of personality, but I also have the humor and stuff that not a lot of people have. It's a special thing that I have where I could, be more interesting, really. I've always been, like, my whole life, I've always been the type of kid that everyone wanted to be around. The kid that was always interesting to be around my whole life, really. Even though I didn't have the, everything perfect in the beginning, I still was always the kid that everyone loved to be around, because I was always interesting. So I'm like, why waste that talent and be so serious and professional? Everyone else is. The thing is, though, about the serious and professional thing, it's good and all that thing, but even in my fat loss things, I have the jokes as well. Like, I show my personality and humor. And the reason why I'm doing that compared to, let's say, for example, 2 years ago, if I was doing it, I was in high school still. That was the reason why I wasn't doing it. And also, I had to drive an hour forward and back to my practices. I never mentioned that. This is my first time ever mentioning that. Yeah, I had to drive an hour back and forth to my practices because it was far away and everything, and I didn't have a lot of time and everything. And also, like, I was so focused on wrestling and everything like that. I was focused on really getting through everything. All my knowledge, I got it through everything I went through last year. So I'm happy that I didn't start the content till later, because that's all my story. I don't have a lot of stories, but the thing is, though, now every single time I drive in the car, it's enjoyable because I can talk every single time. You know what I'm saying? I don't really talk to my people, so it's great. After high school and everything like that, everyone really separates, and everyone has that lone wolf mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone wants to be a lone wolf, but like, the lone wolf dies alone. Like, that's a video that I heard. Like, the lone wolf dies. You know what I'm saying? The pack is strong, but the lone wolf dies. That was the thing I saw. I remember one time seeing that video. I'm like, whoa, that was tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that even got an audience for that. Some people might have thought that was corny, but that got an audience and people commenting and everything like that. There's an audience for everything you can think of, even artwork. Let's say, or even, I don't even know, Brawlhalla gameplay or whatever it is. There's an audience for everything. Some do, let's say, Fortnite gameplay. Some people will say, oh, Fortnite gameplay is the most corniest thing in the world. What is this guy doing? And then other people will be like, yeah, that's sick. I love this so much. I love that he's showing his emotion, his personality, everything like that. And the reason why personality is so important right now is because of the AI wave. Everyone nowadays can record themselves in a boring way, or like get AI to like post content and everything like that, and give out information that's way better than what I can do. But the difference between me and the AI and everything, AI can't do this long form AI can't give the personality. AI can't give the humor that I'm doing. AI can't give my actual thoughts, my actual emotions. You know, even the script and even in the videos, I have the script for. I don't fully read off everything. I just read off the baseline. I still switch it up, and you can actually see me, like my actual face, like my eyes and everything. You can actually see that I'm into all the things I'm saying. You know, and that's a big competition for me, AI, because you know it's such a big thing now. Everyone's using it. You gotta compete. You gotta do something different. In order to stand out, you have to do something different. You know, and that's my way of being different. You know, just doing the AI and everything. I mean, doing the personality. You know, and you know, back then you were able to mass post. Like you were able to post like 20 times a day, and you could have been successful. But nowadays, if you post 20 times a day, you're gonna get shot. You're gonna get banned. Like I mean, get flagged or something, like I did, because it doesn't work anymore as it used to. That ice cream sandwich is making me a little sick, actually. Oh my god, that was terrible. I'm not eating that ever again. But yeah, that was really another day. I just really went out and I just found a place to record some videos. I found a nice place. It was a quiet area right next to the Dollar Tree on the way back. And yeah, I recorded some videos. And really overall, that's it. Really, you can see me day in, day out. I'm working hard now. I gotta edit some videos. I was supposed to upload at 12 o'clock. I'll switch it to 1 o'clock. Today's Friday, so maybe my audience will be more flexible. It's still an early audience, so I want to build the algorithm so it's like expects me like to post at like 12 o'clock. I post at 12, 6, and 8. So probably what I'm gonna do now is I post the what do you call it, the advice at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and maybe the gym video at 8. Like on my fitness account, on my coaching accounts. You know, because I used to post the gym stuff at 6 o'clock and the advice at 8 o'clock, but I feel like it would be better to post at 6 o'clock, the advice, because then less people are online after 8 o'clock. So yeah, I'll try that. But overall, that was another day, you know, just going after, really just beating all the odds, really, you know, try to do something that not a lot of people would ever dare to try, because you know at the end of the day you only have one life. You might as well just risk it all, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with the college wrestling. When I went to college wrestling, when I posted that post, I'm like, listen, if I post this post, a lot of people are gonna look at me differently, you know, and that's how it is. A lot of people don't look at me differently, but at the end of the day, I live one life. I probably motivated at least 3 people from that post. You know, that one bad year doesn't affect you, especially what I'm doing now. It's probably motivating some people. But yeah, overall, just another day, really, just trying to be the best I possibly can be, you know, and set a good example, really. You know, I didn't have any examples growing up, so I want to be something that, you know, can actually help other people.